And it is great to welcome both of the authors of a very interesting book. It is called Simple Strategies for Every Personality. Organize Your Way, Simple Strategies for Every Personality. We're joined today by Katie and Kelly McMenamin. They are professional organizers, personality type experts, and also founders of Pixies Did It. We'll find out about that as well. And ladies, thanks for joining us on the phone. How are you today?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Nice and warm and sunny?
Well, we had a bit of a weird storm last night, but you're up in New York, right? With the snow.
Yes,
huh?
yes. We're having some I don't know what. New Yorkers call it a blizzard. We're from Ohio. We call it, a snowstorm.
That's right. Yeah, I grew up in New York, so I don't miss that. But good to have a chance to chat with you. I had an opportunity to read through the book. And I guess, first of all, we wanted to let the audience know what exactly is Pixies Did It, in case they aren't familiar.
We are a home organization business that helps you organize using your personality type. And it's the easiest way to organize because...
I thought it was interesting, the personality types that you talk about in the book. And I guess, first of all, you're both kind of different personality types just from reading the book. You're kind of like the odd couple, I understand, huh?
Yes, definitely. Kelly is Felix. I am Oscar, and she was forced to share a bedroom with me as a child, and that kind of started our little adventure into seeing how we organize our spaces differently, and then we went from there. Once we got older is when we started this business, and we kind of just on a hunch, we knew that different things work differently. Like I was always trying to organize like Kelly, and it just never stuck because I'm not like her. I thought she was just incompetent, but and so I'd try and use filing cabinets and this, and I knew the Container Store like the back of my hand, and trying to find new solutions, and they would never work because I was trying to hide things away, and the minute I hide things away, they cease to exist. Filing cabinets are like mausoleums to me. It's like where things go to die. So, the minute I started being able to see that I needed to have stuff out, I was able to actually organize around what worked.
Well, how did you
instead of having lots of piles, I have like nice containers that it looks all neat. Like I have this whole little mailing system instead of, a big mess. Yeah.
I was going to say, how did you get together to form this into a business arrangement? Because you had different styles, you have to kind of agree to how to do something, but with the different personalities, was that a challenge, or how did that work out?
I definitely thought she was crazy for wanting to start a business with me. I was in finance, and I thought, no way would I ever start a business with you. But finance has a way of grinding you down to the point where you were willing to take that big of a risk and work with somebody with a different personality. And I thought we kind of had a really cool hunch. And, we spent 10 years in people's homes confirming that the hunch was right and coming up with these solutions that work for every type. We obviously have universal types that are good ideas for everybody, but then specific ones like she was talking about with her piles and creating kind of a piling system, so to speak.
And also how different personality types get motivated to organize. Like everyone's different. Kelly can do it on a daily basis, whereas I need to do it all at once, And I also have to be strangely tricked into doing it too, a deadline, a party coming up, or, the other day I lost something down the drain in my kitchen, in my bathroom, and so I had to get it out and water poured out, and so I'm like, oh, well, I guess I better organize. I had to take everything out of the underneath the sink anyway, so that I organized it, So that's the kind of thing that sometimes will work for me, and I'm in the moment kind of person, whereas Kelly uses to-do lists and checks them off twice and like rewrites them, and I write on my hand sometimes if I got a lot going on, so I won't forget it,
But so does Richard Branson. I saw him do that once, so when he did that, I stopped mocking Katie when I saw Richard Branson writes on his hands every once in a while.
Well, kids in elementary school would always do that. They wrote answers on their hands and stuff. I remember seeing that. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, it's like a life cheat sheet.
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of like, in a sense, like I don't know if I consider the artistic type or not, but when you're working on a project, sometimes your desk looks a little messy, but I know everything is. Is that a different type of personality as opposed to somebody that has to have everything in a certain order?
The key is, the most important thing about organization is retrieval. Can you retrieve what you need when you need it? And if you know where everything is, then you are organized. The thing is that a lot of times if you're a type like you're saying that has things all out, other people don't see it as organized. And so what we do is we come in and we say, well, you are organized, but you just need to structure it, make it look structured, and
make it look purposeful.
Yeah.
I always say. And then you won't have to deal with so many people bugging you about your mess, because all of a sudden your mess doesn't look messy anymore because there's a little bit of structure around it. You put some clear bins around it, you put some labels, they're able to interact with it, and all of a sudden they realize this is a system that's always been there, but there's just a little more structure, a little formality to it, if you will.
Is there a personality type that maybe it's easier to organize than another type, or does that not really matter?
Oh, yeah. No, that definitely, yeah. No, my sister is definitely, most home organizers have my sister's personality type. It's really rare to meet someone like me that organizes. I always joke and say I'm the messy organizer, especially when I have people at my house and they ask me what I do for a living, and I'm like, yeah, this is just, you're in the front part of the house. This is the only part that I keep nice for guests, and that's a trick we use too. It's like, those great rooms are wonderful, but, if you want guests over, and then you have to clean up all the time. Whereas if I have these formal rooms, I just have my guests in. I don't have to, keep them as, they always stay neat. It's much easier.
The reason it's easy for for classics like me, I'm the neat one, and I'm almost half the population. And why it's so easy for half this population is kind of how our brains wire. That when we see a lot of visual clutter, when we see mess, it stresses us out. So we're kind of just naturally driven to want to be at peace and tidy things up and hide things away. And someone who's more like my sister, more the creative type, they're not as bothered by the visual of mess. I mean, it doesn't mean that they don't enjoy a clean home, but it doesn't stress them out the same way. She can come home after a long day, and the last thing she's going to do is clean up her house, whereas that would be the first thing I would do because it would help me relax. And her, she'd just go straight into relaxation, deal with the cleaning later. And that's just like a difference in wiring if you think about it, because it's really like what's intrinsically motivating you to clean, and you see the end result.
From your experience in your business, Pixies did it. Are women better at it than men, or does that not make any difference?
No, not really. I think that it makes a difference in that, traditionally women are supposed to take care of the homes.
Mm-hmm. But I feel guiltier. There might be a guilt aspect that some women feel, but they're not. Tons of women who don't organize, tons of men who don't organize, and vice versa.
In fact, one of our grandmothers, who is more like me, her husband did most of the tidying and cleaning in the house, and because it was more important to him than it was to her, and so that often can happen.
You tend to think, like your mom was the one that always wanted things clean and neat, that they'd be better at it, but it doesn't necessarily mean men or women are better at it, just what your personality is then.
Yeah, I think sometimes we have our culture is a certain way, and so we expect men to be logical and to do things, and it's not always that way, but,
Well, it's an interesting book, funny book, too. You got some good humor in there, and it's called Organize Your Way, Simple Strategy for Every Personality, and your personalities come through in the book, which makes it fun to read. You got some nice pictures in there as well, so whoever did that did a good job.
Yeah. Everybody loves before and after.
The before and afters. We have a great illustrator, Carol Breckenridge. She's awesome, and it's wonderful.
Well, Katie, and Katie, give out your website again. People can get more information about your organization and the group. I mean, the book.
Yeah, it's Pixies. It's pixiesdidit.com. It's the answer to who organized your home. Pixies did it, and Organize Your Way. You can find it at Barnes and Noble, Amazon, anywhere fine books are sold.
Great. Katie and Kelly McMenamin have been our guests. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully we can do it again. But thanks for joining us today.
Yeah,
thanks so much. Love to. Thank you.
I'm Stan Brock. 30 years ago, I formed Remote Area Medical to help people overseas. But then we found generations of families in America isolated by poverty from the health care they need. Together, we can take dental, vision, and medical help to 1 million adults and their kids, right here at home in the United States of America.
If you'd like to order the book we're talking about, please go to DougMilesMedia.com and enter the author's name in the Amazon search box. Thank you for listening. Please come back soon for more conversations here at DougMilesMedia.com. This has been a presentation of Doug Miles Media, all rights reserved. You can listen to or download previous programs at iTunes, Stitcher.com, or Doug Miles Media.